Tyler from Plugged On. I'm here with an album review. This time I'm going to talk about the new album from Unearth entitled Extinctions. This came out on Century Media Records November 23rd on Black Friday. This is their seventh album to follow up to 2014's Watchers of Rule. Unearth is a metalcore band. They've been around for a while at this point. Since the early 2000s when metalcore really kind of started to take off in a way. I've always enjoyed Unearth. I think they have some pretty solid records, and I've enjoyed their sound as a whole. I like their aggressiveness. I like their focus on riffs a lot of time as well, and then they infuse melodies in them. They're a great band, and I have to say, leading up to this album, the 3 tracks they released, Incinerate, Survivalist, and One with the Sun, I was just fucking ready for this album. Those songs just hit so hard, and I'll get into it a little bit more, but as a whole, I think this album is pretty good. I think it suffers a few things, which I'll get into, but anyways, it starts off with Incinerate. And Incinerate was the first single they released a long time ago, and it's a very good song. And I love the opening, kind of more of an old school metalcore riff. It brings the heat. No pun intended. It has a lot of incredible moments. One of my favorite moments is a very Unearthed sort of thing. Is the whole band stops and Buzz comes in with this fucking wicked guitar lead sweep sort of thing. They're really good at doing that. I think one of my favorite ones, is Arise the War Cry off of Darkness in the Light. I love the lead in that song, and this kind of reminded me of that. And overall, Incinerate is a very great track. Dust is another solid one with, once again, a great guitar solo, some really cool riffs going on. Trevor sounds fantastic on vocals. And then you get to my favorite song, which is by far Survivalist. That song is so fucking crushing. Every time that comes on, I just get pumped up. And to me, it's like when they go back to the verse and Trevor's still screaming and the breakdown just comes in, that is one of the hardest fucking things of this year. One of my favorite things in metalcore, period, is that track. I absolutely adore that song as a whole. And the ending is incredibly heavy. The guitar work just throughout just has this incredible pace to it that I just love. It's a fantastic song. One of my other favorite tracks on here is The Hunt Begins. I think that has some really cool, just bang your head riffs to start off that song. A little bit different for Unearth, but I really enjoy it overall. And I think that's a song that hits very hard. And that's kind of a theme of this album. Like, Unearth was like, fuck it, let's just go at it. I feel like instead of going maybe a more melodic route, they went the opposite of like, let's just knock everybody in their fucking nuts, just uppercut to the face, and I kind of appreciate that a lot, because there's a lot of just crushing moments on here. The Hunt Begins is one. Hardline Downfall is a great track. Sidewinder is one that's just nothing but heaviness, a more upbeat chorus, blast beats going on. That one's cool. One with the Sun, I think, is a great way to end, because One with the Sun and King of the Arctic have some cool, more melodic moments to them. One with the Sun, I love the ending to that song. I think it's a perfect way to end the album as well, with a little bit more melody, a little bit more epicness, you could say. And overall, that's a great song. I mean, it's a good fucking metalcore album to me. And one, I don't really remember the last time I listened to Watchers of Rule, to be honest with you. I need to go back and listen to it, but that album just did not stick to me. And I feel like it didn't really stick as a whole with Unearth, period. But maybe that's just me, because I feel like when you talk Unearth, you talk The Oncoming Storm, Darkness in the Light, probably, and The March. I feel like those are the 3 records a lot of people talk about when you talk about Unearth. Yeah, I love the Oncoming Storm, but I think I'm a Darkness in the Light guy. Maybe I'm in the minority on that, but I love that fucking album. I think it's great from start to finish. But yeah, I need to go back and listen to Watch the Rule. But let me know what you think of Unearth's new album, Extinctions. I think it's a pretty good album. Trevor sounds great. The riffs are fantastic between Buzz and Ken. Guitar solos are incredible. Just the overall energy and vibe is just crushing on this album. I really enjoy it. So yeah, let me know what you think. I'm going to give this an 8.5 out of 10. Thanks for watching. There's maybe only an album or two left in the year that I feel like I want to review. And so, we'll see how that goes. And but coming up on end of the year stuff, and there's going to be some other things happening. So thanks for watching. See you later.